HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Webster First Federal Credit Union, providing financial products with attentive customer service to the local families and businesses of Hopkinton. Visit us at websterfirst.com.
And by Golden Pond Assisted Living, honoring resident choice, dignity, and independence. Our health and wellness focus keeps residents active. Golden Pond, state-of-the-art senior housing and healthcare services.
Hello and welcome to HCAM News. Tom Nappy at the anchor desk to keep you up to date with what's happening in Hopkinton. Coming up on this edition of HCAM News, Hillers softball had an epic pitchers duel with Norton, highlights from the Hopkinton Police Association Fishing Derby, and you'll learn about a free art group open to the public at the Hopkinton Senior Center. But first, here are some town government happenings you should know about. The town election results are in, and for Board of Selectmen, there were 4 candidates for 2 open seats. Brendan Tedstone and Claire Wright will fill the 2 open Board of Selectmen seats. In this year's town election, there were 6 other contested races besides Board of Selectmen. Thomas Garabedian beat out Dr. Bruce Carlin for town moderator. Connor Deegan was elected over Henry Kanicki as the new town clerk. In the closest race of the night, Jennifer Flanagan beat out Dr. Philip Cohen for Board of Health. Michael Hayes is the new constable as he beat out Michael Umina. For the Hopkinton Housing Authority, Nancy Kelly defeated Emily D'Urso. And for Parks and Recreation Commission, Kelly Karp took the vote over Eric Sonnet. The day after the town election, the first Hopkinton Selectmen meeting was held with new selectmen Brendan Tedstone and Claire Wright. The board reorganized and voted 4-1 to make Brian Herr the chairman and voted unanimously to make John Cotino co-chair. During the meeting, the selectmen congratulated Program Director of Hopkinton Youth and Family Services, Denise Hildreth, for receiving her PhD from Simmons College.
Thank you. I want to thank my family for standing by me through 8.5 years. It was a grind and really tough to finish while raising a family and working full time, so thank you. And thank you for allowing them to be here to get some recognition for helping me through it too, especially my husband who really pulled me through and didn't let me quit. So that's what I'd like to say. Thank you.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about your PhD work?
Sure. So it's a PhD in clinical social work from Simmons College, and the topic of my dissertation was homicide, bereavement, and employment. So interviewing through long interviews family members of homicide victims in Dorchester, Mattapan, and Roxbury, hearing their stories and specifically looking at the interaction between traumatic loss and employment. So I interviewed people that were specifically employed at the time that the death occurred and looked at how their need to grieve impacted their ability to work and really wanting to impact the way in which we look at bereavement leave policy. So in the United States, we don't get much time off to bereave the loss of a loved one, even if that loss is something that is, expected, someone is old, someone is sick. So specifically when something like this happens tragically, we're expected to be back at work within 3 to 5 days, and within 3 to 5 days, some of these family members had barely identified bodies, and they were also cleaning up crime scenes, sometimes that happened right on their doorsteps, sometimes through gang violence, and specifically looking at the ways in which that really impacted their lives.
Selectmen also welcomed in the planning board for a joint meeting to interview candidates for 2 open seats on the planning board. After hearing out all the candidates, the boards decided on Brian Karp and Vincent Cerulli to fill the vacant seats until the 2017 town election.
So I have, for the past 5 years, served on the planning board and enjoyed the 5 years that I've served. I didn't seek re-election, as many of the fellow planning board members know, because at the time when I decided to not seek re-election, I thought we were going to be able to get through the site plan review of Legacy Farms. When I realized it wasn't going to happen is when I decided I needed to get back on the planning board, because it's something that has gone unfulfilled, and who better to see that through than someone who's gone through it.
As I thought about why I was coming here tonight, the answer really came very quickly. I'm here to say thanks. This town's done a lot for us. We didn't raise our kids in a bubble, and most of the decisions that were made right here in these rooms. And I want the opportunity to do that as well. I think I can get along with anyone because that's how I've been my whole life. And I believe I have quite a bit of to give, time, effort, energy. And I've read the vision statement, I've read the master plan. They both align with my values and my beliefs. And at the end of the day, I think I could do a very good job with the opportunity.
For over 30 years, the Hopkinton Police Association has hosted an annual fishing derby open to the community. This year, the fishing derby once again took place at the Hopkinton Sportsmen's Association on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
It's a great event that we have for the kids. We've been having it for several years. Matter of fact, we have Cabela's that came today to bring some gifts and some fishing poles and worms, which was awesome. And the gentleman that came, actually in 1983 when we had the fishing derby, he won the biggest fish, and he actually brought his trophy with him today. So that was pretty exciting. I wasn't here in 1983, but it was pretty exciting to hear that this derby's been going on since then. We've taken a couple years off here and there, but as you can see, it's a great event for the kids.
Is there a lot of fish being caught today? Have you seen any?
Yeah, lots of fish on the board over there. You'll see how many fish have been caught today. We paid $1,000 for and had the pond stocked with the trout. There's also 2 golden trout in there somewhere where nobody caught them today. But,
so they get a special prize if they catch those?
Yeah, we have fishing poles for them. They don't get a trophy, but we have lots of trophies. We have 3 trophies for first place, first, second, and third place. We have a trophy for the smallest. We have a trophy for the first fish caught and the most fish caught.
All right, and how do you like this weather for a day?
Oh, we had it perfect because last week it was supposed to rain today, and so I was a little nervous. But, you know, we have this rain or shine. And then, as you see, we do hot dogs and hamburgers. Dunkin' Donuts donated all kinds of donuts and bagels, hot chocolate, and coffee. It's a great, you know, a lot of the businesses in town donated to have this event happen today, which is great, and I thank them so much for allowing this to happen.
All right, and I gotta say, congratulations on your recent award from the Juvenile Police Association.
Oh, thanks. It was an honor, so thank you so much.
See you, Timmy. Enjoy your day.
All right, beautiful day for the fishing derby event today. How's your day going out there?
Not too good. I didn't catch any fish. I'm better at catching bad guys than fish. But it's a beautiful day. Obviously, from the board, several people have been lucky, but not me.
All right, can you talk about this event and what it's for?
Yeah, it's one of the things, of the many things that officers do to get involved in the community, help out, and just let them know that our officers, are friendly and want to be part of this community. Phil Powers does an outstanding job. He spearheaded the whole event. He's been doing it for years, and he puts a lot of time and effort into it. And it's just a way of giving back to the community.
You having fun out there?
Yeah.
Did you catch anything?
2 fish or 3.
Wow, you're doing good. Are they big fish?
No, not yet.
Where do you usually fish?
We fish across the street at the lake. We have across our street, Lake Hall. Whitehall.
Oh, you go fishing a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're experienced.
Yeah.
You got the advantage here today.
That's why I have the hat.
All right. Last fish caught. Evan, where's Evan? All right, Evan. Right here. All right, Evan. And the trophy, last fish caught. Great job, all right?
And here's a $25 gift card to Cabela's.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
First fish. Where's Julia? There you go. First fish. Whoops.
That's all right.
We were using your trophy to hold up the sign. Sorry, you don't get it. Jazz Kid. There you go. The hat from Cabela's. All right. Most fish. Cassie, where are you, Cassie? You must have got your exercise going back and forth today. Cassie had 16 fish. Good job.
Right here, most fish.
Most fish.
There you go. Get that. And here's a fishing bag from Cabela's.
Cassie's a cheerleader at HHS. All right. So third place for the biggest fish is Madison. Madison Hadley. She here?
Hey!
There you go.
Here.
Great job.
And there's a $25 gift card to Cabela's.
Oh, great job.
Hold on, let me grab a picture. Thank you.
Good job. Liam Stewart for the second biggest fish.
He's not here yet, but I'll get it to him.
Okay. All right. And then the first, where's Nina? Nina caught the biggest fish. That is so awesome. She was also tied for the first fish caught, too. Good job.
And you get that big tackle box.
And there you go. You got a big tackle box, or you can use it for a lunch box. You can bring me lunch at the school.
Hey, hold on. Can I get a picture? Thank you so much. Congratulations.
We'll see you probably in a little bit.
Coming up on HCAM News, highlights from a Hillers Softball Classic. We'll let you know about a free art group at the Hopkinton Senior Center, open to the public. And Courtney will get you up to date with the latest programming coming up on the HCAM channels with our HCAM Insider. You're tuned in to HCAM News. Stay tuned. HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by WPC Pest Control, a family-owned business for over 35 years. Owners Jim and Rebecca Mazzucchelli provide honesty, respect, and integrity, performing safe and effective pest control services. They service your home like it's their home.
And by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Do you have what it takes?
Will you make a difference?
Always an adventure.
Police and fire working together.
Utilizing the latest technology.
Do you have what it takes?
Welcome back to HCAM News. After an 0-2 start, Hillers softball has been on a roll, winning 10 of 11 coming into a meeting at home with the first place Norton Lancers. The game was an epic pitcher's duel between Bree Mirably and Kelly Nelson. Here are the highlights from what was a great battle. The 10-3 Hillers met up with the undefeated 13-0 Norton Lancers. The game was an epic pitcher's duel between two very good pitchers, Norton sophomore Kelly Nelson and Hillers senior Bree Mirably. Norton pitcher Kelly Nelson had a .17 ERA coming into the game, and Mirably coming into the week a .71. It was an absolute strikeout fest and scoreless game until the bottom of the 10th, when freshman Emily Whalen came up with 1 on and 2 outs.
And this is hit into right field. That'll drop down. Winning run being waved around. Third base to throw in. Not in time. And the Hillers win the game. Katie Sylvester comes around to score. And the Hillers win the game 1-0. Emily Whalen with the game-winning RBI base hit in the bottom of the 10th.
The Hillers get the 1-0 victory. Emily Whalen was the star as she knocked in the winning run. Both teams had 4 hits. Pinch runner for Heather Hawley, Katie Sylvester scored the winning run as the Hillers handed Norton their first loss of the season. Hillers improved to 11-3 overall.
How did it feel to get the game-winning hit after this tremendous pitcher's duel today?
Complete. So everything was just done. Yeah.
Did you see something in that pitch that you knew you were just going to hit it?
It was inside, high inside, and I just drove it. The pitch I like, so.
All right. How's the season been for you so far? You're really racking up the numbers. Everything going well for you?
Yeah, it's been going well. I mean, I've been hitting consistently, so yeah.
Now, how was it being out there for 10 innings? Did it get tiring after a while?
No, definitely not. It was really fun, actually. Just they're a hard team to play, but we fought back and we won. So.
All right. Congratulations. We look forward to the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, so a 10-inning game, and you just had a game yesterday. How's the arm feeling?
Oh, it's not going to work for a couple days. That's okay, though. It's totally worth it.
How did it feel to walk away with the victory after this hard-fought pitcher's duel?
Oh, my God. It feels amazing. Like, every year we play Norton, and we know that they're going to come play to win. You know, like the last game we played, we lost 3-0, and that was really hard for us, and we really wanted to come at them this year, and we wanted to redeem them. And, you know, Coach was getting the other pitcher warmed up, and it's my senior year, and I wanted to win against Norton, and I was like, no, Coach, put me in. I want to do this, and I'm just so excited that we won.
Now, when you were throwing pitches in the 9th or 10th inning, how did that arm feel?
It was a little tired, but I think really just falling back on the idea that I have this and, you know, falling back on the teachings of my pitching coach at Plant Fast Pitch in Uxbridge, I think that was like huge. And the team behind me, they're great. And I knew I had everyone's support, and I just knew to be mentally tough. I've been taught all my pitching career to be mentally tough, and that's what I did.
Well, after a 0-2 start, you guys are now 11-3. How does that feel?
Oh my God, it feels so good. You know, it's hard to start off and, you know, with 2 losses like that, but this team is extraordinary, and we've come so far in such a short amount of time, and this game is really the capstone. You know, the season's not over, but this game really is representative of what we've been able to do, and I'm just so proud of all of us. It's amazing to be a part of this team.
All right, well, congratulations on a tremendous pitcher's performance out there.
Thank you.
And we look forward to the rest of the season.
I do too.
So a 10-inning pitcher's duel out there. How did it feel to come away on the winning side?
Really good. I'm really late for dinner, but I'm so okay with it. It was awesome. I just wanted it. They hung in there the whole time. You know, it was all about body language, and I think they stayed in it through that last crossing of the plate.
Now, after playing back-to-back games, today being your second game in that back-to-back series, did you get worried about Bree Mirabli at all out there?
I wouldn't say worried, but I was watching her closely. She wanted it bad. I think if we had gone one more, we would have had a more serious conversation, but she really wanted it, and she had it in control through the end, so I let her do it.
Was there any point that you even asked her if she wanted to come out of the game?
I asked her how she was doing, and I got a very quick, good, I'm good.
All right, and now the game-winning hit by Emily Whalen. Can you just talk about that?
Absolutely. She's been working hard all year. She came through yesterday. She had a great game, too. So I had a lot of faith in her up at that plate. I knew she wanted it. We've been working on scoring runners, and she pulled it off. She did great.
All right, Coach, after a 0-2 start, you guys now 11-3 on the season. How does it feel with such a great turnaround?
I'm really, really proud of them. I told them coming into this game, we saw Norton, second game of the season. We're a completely different team than we were, and our goal was to show everybody that, and I think they did just that.
All right, Coach. Well, we're looking forward to the rest of the season and even further. Thanks
Absolutely.
a bunch.
Thank you.
A great pitcher's duel and a great win by the Hillers softball team. The Hillers stood at 14-3 after another great win against Bellingham. The game took place Wednesday, May 18th, and went 9 innings. The Hopkinton Senior Center hosts a free art group open to the public every Monday morning from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Mary McLeod and Sally Almy filled us in.
Well, here we are at the Open Art Studio here at the Senior Center on Monday mornings. We begin at 9:30. Anybody can come and go when you wish, and we stay here till 11:30. And we have about 3 or 4 people who come steadily, and one of them is our wonderful Sally Elmy, and she is a wonderful artist. But you don't have to be a super artist if you just want to get into the paint, right, Sally?
That's right. And most people, many people think they can't paint, but here you can do whatever you want to do. You can copy and get a feel for the way the paint works that way, and eventually you'll get into doing your own painting. You can come and watch, and I think if anybody who's watching is going to want to start to join in.
Yes, indeed. So please come and join us. Or come up and have a cup of coffee. We'll treat.
Is there certain things that you paint, or is it just pretty much paint whatever you like?
You paint whatever you like.
Mary's painting with oils. I'm painting with watercolors this time. I usually paint with acrylics. So we have quite a few supplies. People can come without any supplies and get started and then decide what they might want to buy if they're really into it.
Now, do you have a favorite thing you like to paint?
I like to paint animals and nature. So I've got a still life set up here for flowers. Sometimes I start at home and look out my window and get the basics by looking, and then bring it in and work on the details here too.
I love painting nature also in seascapes. I have painted several seascapes along Cape Cod, and I give them to people who I know love the Cape, and they just love it. But right now I am painting for my grandson, Andrew. He loves Echo Lake here in Hopkinton. He has gone fishing there for years and years when he's come up to visit us in weekends, and he just loves walking down there and fishing. So I'm doing a painting for him, and I told him, and he was very happy.
All right, excellent. Now, how long does this art group go? Does it go all year long, every Monday?
All year long, we're here.
With summer fast approaching and school in its last few weeks, a whole lot of new programming will be coming your way on the HCAM channels. Here is Courtney, tell you everything you need to know with our HCAM Insider.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of the HCAM Insider. On Friday, May 20th at 8 p.m., Abby Rosenberg joins the Hopkinton Coffee Break hosts to discuss the Sharon Timlin Memorial 5K race.
I said, what can I do? And he said, you have got to do what you're doing because of you guys in Hopkinton, we now have isolated these mutant genes that now we can figure out how to treat.
On Saturday, May 21st at 1:30 p.m., the baseball game versus Medfield will air, and at 3 p.m., the softball game versus Norton will air. On Monday, May 23rd at 7 p.m., Owen Kennedy performs his original songs on a new Wake Up and Smell the Poetry.
If it comes to me in the midnight hour, will I answer to its call? Will I wake up from the dream that I'd been living?
On Tuesday, May 24th at 7:30 a.m., the State of the Town address will air live on HCAM TV. On Wednesday, May 25th at 8:30 p.m., Jim Cousins shares how HCAM got its start and how it has grown on a new Business Matters.
We are training the residents to come in and do whatever they want to do, whatever kind of show they want. But we're also, if this is Hopkinton, then these are the people who are going to come in and have a passion and volunteer.
On Thursday, May 26th at 7 p.m., the school committee meeting will air live on HCAM TV. On Sunday, May 29th at 10 a.m., the planning board meeting from May 23rd will air. And on HCAM Ed, the HHS Talent Show will air, with students performing musical acts. Of course, HCAM has so much more to offer, so check out the HCAM Insider newsletter at hcam.tv/connect to find out more. Or if you want to know about the latest happenings in town, you can sign up for our daily news updates. As always, thanks for watching HCAM. Now back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Courtney. That will just about do it for this edition of HCAM News. Don't forget to stay up to date with everything Hopkinton by checking out our website hcam.tv, as well as our Twitter and Facebook page. Right now on our website, you can view all the results from the town election contested races, plus much more. If there is a photo, video, or story idea you would like to share with us, feel free to email me at news@hcam.tv. With your help, we'll cover even more of our community. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We leave you now with the current community listings and upcoming government meetings. Take care, and thank you for watching.